We are born of the blood, made men by the blood, undone by the blood.
What's up, everybody? My name is Kinetic, and welcome to my, I guess, real walkthrough for Bloodborne. The current walkthrough that I'm doing, I suppose, yes, can be confused and more judged as a Let's Play, but I consider most Let's Plays out there to be really impossible to follow if you want to actually make any progress in the game, because people tend to make huge numbers of cuts that you don't know where the hell they're going and how they got there. Not to mention just a general lack of skill and understanding how to get through the game. But if a walkthrough is what people really want, then I'm also going to do these survival guides. I did the first survival guide that covered the basics of how to just get comfortable with the game. This is the survival guide to Central Yharnam. And now that we're past those gates, we're going to head down the stairs here. Behind us is 4 blood vials. Blood vials, of course, are basically our health potions. Up here we've got a gate on the right that is locked. We have to go left to kill some enemies and hit a switch. Another 2 vials here. And that was that switch, if you happen to notice it, or not. But we want to take out these guys first. Rolling is a quick and easy way to break through items, to get to possibly other hidden items. And we just found some Molotov cocktails. Items like these, the Molotov cocktails and the oil urns, you will find some around here in Central Yharnam. It would be my recommendation to save them and not use them for your average enemies. They come in handy a lot more later on. So we're going up this ladder after hitting the switch. The gate is still locked. There's another locked gate there to the left. And here is our next lantern, or lamp. This lamp, of course, is like all other lamps on the ground like that, I believe, which will help you travel between locations out in Bloodborne and the Hunter's Dream. We got 8 pebbles. I'm gonna put those on my quick items slots as well. Pebbles are great for pulling enemies away from groups of enemies. The one thing that I think maybe a lot of people mistake in that they think that they can just go ahead and charge into a group of enemies, swing wildly and win. It doesn't work like that here in Bloodborne. You really have to take your time with a lot of these groups, pick out 1 or 2 at a time, and then just keep whittling them down until the group is dead. Like, for example, we've got this patrol group here coming. Get my pebble ready. Hit that guy. The combination that I originally chose for my character is the Hunter's Axe and Pistol. The pistol is fantastic for quick shots to stagger enemies, and I think that the Hunter's Axe is just simply amazing, especially in its 2-hand form like this. You have fantastic range with the R2, and then you can follow it up with another hard-hitting vertical attack, R1, just after that. Alright, so now we have a way of unlocking this gate. There's a big badass dude over there. You don't have to fight him. As far as I can tell, he's 100% optional. And he's quite powerful. If you're up for it, go ahead and go fight him. If not, we're moving on. Heading down the road here, we have an item. One of the enemies dropped, another blood vial. Over here is another set of stairs. There may or may not be somebody up here still. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. More Molotov cocktails. And a door we can knock on.
Are you that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya? Are you that? Well, Trotter.
Sometimes you get different responses and possibly different outcomes from NPCs. Some may be there simply to make conversation with you, to make the game more interesting. Some may actually serve some purpose. You don't know. So keep talking to them until you hear them repeating what they're saying. Then you know there's pretty much nothing left for now. Another door over here.
Lads, you've come on. You'd open the door on a night of a hunt. Away with you.
And just past this carriage to our right is a guy with a rifle on the ground. Let's not wait for him to surprise us. Instead, we'll do the surprising. I find that he almost always, I think, pretty much every time will give you quicksilver bullets when you kill him. There's a hidden guy around there with his little bait that he set there, which is a Bloodstone Shard. Bloodstone Shards, of course, are used to upgrade our weapons. Once we have 3 of them, then we can get a +1 power-up, so to speak, I guess, on one of our weapons. And we will do that for our Hunter's Axe later. There's a guy over here waiting to surprise you. Alright, so we just saw that somebody is now on patrol again on the main road. That's bad. I really don't like patrols wandering around that can surprise me when I really don't need any more surprises. So whenever I see enemies walking around on a patrol, I like to take care of them. These guys with the torches, you have to be careful, because they recover quickly from your attacks and then will start burning your face off. Alright, it was just him, so we're going to head back down the path over here and take a look down over there. There is a ton of enemies. It would be suicide to go running at them right now. Instead, we're going to use this upper path, so to speak, here to taunt them into, little by little, coming up here so that way we can fight them and bring them down 1 or 2 at a time. It doesn't take much. These guys have actually pretty damn good eyesight. And there goes some more patrols off in that direction, so I'm gonna go ahead and go back just like I did before and take care of them. Generally speaking, I think there's nothing wrong with getting hit, especially here in Central Yharnam as we're learning how to play the game, learn our enemies' attack patterns, things like that. We have the advantage with range. With the Hunter's Axe, we're able to potentially get a hit in well before they even attempt to attack us. But I would advise going ahead and when an enemy is coming after you, go ahead and let them attack you first and then counterattack while they are open to being hit. If you try to attack them first, then it may be the other way around. You miss, or they maybe recover quickly even if they do get hit, and then hit you. Beware of that guy with the rifle, by the way. Even I underestimate how good his eyesight is. Looks like we got some more people patrolling around. We can use this sort of opening right here as a means of getting in a little attack and taunting them to come our way. Sometimes they need a little bit more encouragement. Alright, well that seems pretty good. There's really not that many left. We can now start to take out the rest of these guys around here. Starting with that rifle guy. There's another rifle guy. Be extremely careful up there, standing on top of the other carriage. Hide behind this carriage while taking out that dog, and you'll probably end up getting aggro from other enemies on the other side. So standing behind this carriage, we're able to not only protect ourselves from possibly being shot by that rifle guy up there, but it's in perfect proximity of being able to taunt enemies from that other upper path up there into coming back here, and then you can take care of them. Keep a close eye on that guy with the rifle, and keep moving. Right here is a safe spot. He can't shoot you from there. But he can shoot you if you get at the stairs entrance. So cold blood do. These items are, when consumed, give you blood echoes. Blood echoes, of course, is the currency here in Bloodborne, like the souls from Demon and Dark Souls used to level up our character. The rifle guy had bullets on him. I love the logic in this game. Alright, so next up we're gonna now leave that area to come over here. There's a slightly hidden item there, a Bloodstone Shard for upgrading our equipment. Some more blood vials here. And if you like, you can come over here and knock on the door.
I don't reckon you're from round here. Well, how you call?
That's about all you're gonna get out of them most of the time, but it never hurts to check and check again. Like I said, they may have some more useful things to provide you than ridiculing you. So that banging noise that we were hearing all this time is what I call a brick troll. Try and take him by surprise if you can, before he starts coming after you to attack. Some cocktails, some blood vials, and a torch. Torch is a very useful item. Place it in your left hand next to your pistol or blunderbuss, whichever I suppose you chose. And when you change to it, it becomes a light source. This is going to come in really handy later. If you don't go after that brick troll now, by the way, as you try to progress, he will actually start coming for you, and it is likely going to be at a really bad time. Over here we have some really disturbing crows that are actually really easy to kill. Again, using the R2 attack with that vertical strike. And here in these, yeah, we just broke those, didn't we? We found some oil urns, though. And the oil urns can be used to enhance the effect of fire attacks. Since we have Molotov cocktails, then we can use them in combination with one another to deal some really powerful fire damage. Alright, so heading up the stairs and to the right, we'll be able to get access to that item that we saw earlier on the other side of this gate. Another cold blood dew. I recommend holding on to these. Don't use them immediately because, well, it's just better, I think. I talk about this sometimes in my videos, so I personally like to save these for when I actually need more blood echoes, or souls, or whatever you want to call them, depending on the FromSoft game you're playing. Up here on top of the stairs, a couple of dogs, and also a large patrol of enemies is coming this way as well. The gun works fantastic against these dogs. Pretty much, as far as I can tell, knocks them down every time. And then you can destroy them after that. Here comes that patrol I was talking about. Just for fun, I decided to throw a cocktail, see if maybe I could get multiple enemies burned, but unfortunately that guy charged and took the whole force of the cocktail. And there's another rifle guy here, which is a big reason why we're hanging down there at the bottom of those stairs. Coming up the stairs is going to get you shot if you do it at the wrong time. More quicksilver bullets from the rifle guy. And a dog. I could have just shot the dog, yeah. I was just talking about that, but I'm also trying to save my quicksilver bullets. You may notice that the number doesn't go up anymore. You will max out at 20 blood vials, 20 quicksilver bullets. The rest will be put into your storage, and when you return back to the Hunter's Dream, then they will automatically be placed into your character's inventory from the storage for however much you can carry. Over here is a slightly hidden Bloodstone Shard. And I think that's about it. Coming up here is going to be what I consider our first test, really, here in Bloodborne. These werewolves are quite difficult to deal with unless you know how. We're going to use the stagger and visceral technique to make our lives easier. By shooting enemies at the right time with our pistol, you have a chance, while they're trying to attack you, to stagger them and then get really close to them and follow it up with an R1 attack to deal massive amounts of damage. Now, even though we have this health recovery system, which I think is brilliant, by the way, here in Bloodborne, by attacking an enemy soon after they attack you, you can regain health. There's nothing wrong with using our blood vials, because sometimes being greedy about conserving blood vials is just going to end up getting you killed instead. So go ahead and soak up a blood vial. Alright, now we've reached a really awesome turning point. Once we have these werewolves dead, we have access to a lot more stuff. Over here is a path that leads to the Yharnam Sewers. We're not going to go over there just yet. We're going to keep continuing on down this path. I'm still looking around because maybe I forgot something. I don't have all the items memorized. There is an enemy up here on our left. Take him out with a quick R2 strike from our hunter's axe. And this is where we want to go next. Down these stairs here, and on our way to opening up a shortcut. Switch to our torch. There's 2 enemies in this area that we're going to take care of before we go down those stairs to our right. Check the item, more cold blood dew. Switching away from your torch or going two-handed with your weapon will make you switch off from your torch. Heading down the stairs nice and quietly, there's an enemy waiting just at the bottom. Down here at the bottom of the stairs there are two doors, one we can open and one we cannot. This is the one that's currently locked from the other side. We will get to that soon. This door we can open. Before we do that though, just over here, there is an item and a guy in a wheelchair. It may be familiar, but trust me, he's an enemy. You can tell because you can target him. Take the initiative and take him out before he tries to shoot you. Over here is a little note. And that's all there is to it. Now we're going to head through that door. Now here's what I'm thinking about this pungent blood cocktail. It may be used, I'm thinking, for the upcoming cleric beast fight. I haven't actually tried using it, as I haven't found it necessary. But maybe somebody can confirm that that is in fact why it's being provided, because the beast fight is coming up soon. Just outside the door here, we got a guy up here that will take notice of you quickly. We can switch away from our torch now, because he's got one for us. More blood vials being put into storage. Down those stairs is a couple of trolls. We're not going to head down there just yet. Search everywhere. Even if you think maybe there's nothing over there, search there anyway. Up here at the top of the stairs, we're going to finally have access now to opening up this gate, which is going to lead us right back to our lamp from before. And we'll take this opportunity to use up our blood echoes in the Hunter's Dream. Upon returning to the Hunter's Dream, the door is now open. We have access to our storage, which is where all of our extra vials and bullets is going to. And over here is our workshop. Clicking on the workshop, we can access fortified weapons and use the Bloodstone Shards that we've been collecting. For the first upgrade, it requires 3 Bloodstone Shards. Currently we have 4. I used up those 3 to go +1 on my Hunter Axe, and I have 1 left.